happens not by trying to make yourself change, but by becoming conscious of what's not working. To whatever degree you listen and follow your intuition, you become a creative channel for the higher power of the universe. The more light you allow within you, the brighter the world you live in will be. My true relationship is with myself. All others are simply mirrors of it. We always attract into our lives whatever we think about most, believe in most strongly, and expect on the deepest level, and imagine most vividly. Spiritual healing occurs as we begin to consciously reconnect with our essential being, the wise, loving, powerful, creative entity that we are at our core. When we finally give up the struggle to find fulfillment out there, we have nowhere to go but within. It is at this moment of total surrender that a new light begins to dawn. When you see beauty anywhere, it's a reflection of yourself. In order to heal themselves, people must recognize first that they have an inner guidance deep within, and second, that they can trust it. Beingness, doingness, and havingness are like a triangle where each side supports the others. They are not in conflict with each other. They all exist simultaneously. Often people attempt to live their lives backwards. They try to have more things or more money in order to do more of what they want so that they will be happier. The way it actually works is reverse. You must first be who you really are and then do what you need to do in order to have what you want. Our life is a reflection of what we believe we deserve. As we deepen our acceptance of and open ourselves to the infinite love of the universe, a new power flows through us, releasing us from the bondage of our old way of life. Since money is energy, our financial affairs tend to reflect how our life energy is moving. When your creative energy is flowing freely, often your finances are as well. If your energy is blocked, your money does too. It isn't necessary to be perfect to be a channel for the universe. You just have to be real. Be yourself. The more real, honest, and spontaneous you are, the more freely the creative force can flow through you. Anything in life that we don't accept will simply make trouble for us until we make peace with it. If you constantly think of illness, you eventually become ill. If you believe yourself to be beautiful, you become so. It does not always help to analyse and think about problems with your rational mind. Sometimes it is far more effective to turn to your inner self, to ask the universe for help. Simply sit quietly, take a few deep breaths, and focus your awareness within. Ask your wise inner self, either silently or aloud, for guidance or help in understanding the message. As you get a sense of what feels right, act on this feeling. Imagining what you want as if it already exists opens the door to letting it happen. When I'm trusting and being myself as fully as possible, everything in my life reflects this by falling into place easily, often miraculously. We can learn to move into the unknown with the confidence that we have a guiding force within us that is showing us the way. A deadness occurs in relationships when people are no longer willing to tell each other how they really feel. We are attracted to people who express the qualities we deny or repress in ourselves. Everything in the universe wants to be loved and accepted. Our personal work is to find the love and acceptance within ourselves. Eventually, I lost interest in trying to control my life, to make things happen in a way that I thought I wanted them to be. I began to practice surrendering to the universe and finding out what it wanted me to do. Work and play can be the same. When you're following your energy and doing what you want to do all the time, the distinction between work and play dissolves. Work is no longer what you have to do, and play what you want to do. When you are doing what you love, you may work harder and produce more than ever before because you are having fun. A painful time in our life is what I call a healing crisis. We are letting go of something old and opening to something new. The more willing you are to surrender to the energy within you, the more power can flow through you. The body is our primary feedback mechanism, which can show us what is and isn't working about our ways of thinking, expressing, and living. As we live our truth more fully and freely, our body grows healthier, stronger, and more beautiful. The most powerful thing you can do to change the world is to change your own beliefs about the nature of life, people, and reality to something more positive, and begin to act accordingly. My willingness to be intimate with my own deep feelings creates the space for intimacy with another. Everything that happens to us can be looked at as a gift. Although it's quite difficult when you're in the middle of a hard struggle with something, it's hard to see it as a gift. But in retrospect, we can almost always look back and say, "Oh, I see why I had to go through that." Our bodies communicate to us clearly and specifically if we are willing to listen to them. We will discover the nature of our particular genius when we stop trying to conform to our own or other people's models, learn to be ourselves, and allow our natural channel to open. Each one of us has all the wisdom and knowledge we ever need right within us. It is available to us through our intuitive mind, which is our connection with universal intelligence. All of us, as human beings, are connected by one energy and consciousness. So we all affect each other, and everything that's happening in the world affects us individually. And what we're doing as an individual affects what's going on in the world. Healing ourselves on the spiritual level involves developing a strong connection with our soul. We heal ourselves on the mental level as we become aware of our core beliefs, release those that limit us, and open to more supportive ideas and greater understanding. Emotional healing takes place as we learn to accept and experience the full range of our feelings. And we heal ourselves on the physical level when we learn to honour and care for our bodies and for the physical world around us. Freedom and relationships are polar opposites. They both exist on the same continuum. You do want a relationship and you do want freedom. What you really want is balance. You want wholeness. Every moment of your life is infinitely creative, and the universe is endlessly bountiful. The universe will reward you for taking risks on its behalf.